Hi everybody, this is Toffee bringing you the Plucker Endgame and Betrayer Endgame of my Cerulean Crescent 100% growth LTC. After Plucker 2 is Plucker 3, from where we can go to the Plucker Endgame if we give up. We will always lose Plucker's Gift after finishing Plucker 2. Giving up erases Ellery, and in the power struggle, Orin becomes a wagon who needs to make it to an escape point. To make matters worse, we cannot use staves in this endgame. However, we still can cheese it with the few tools we do have. Wisp can carry Orin all the way to the east bank, cutting out a long trek. To get him out of saddlebags, we need to shove train Arsteel all the way to the right, which requires deploying a whole bunch of infantry units, and also Francisca to be a flying smiter. We need to kill one enemy who's in the way of our shove train. With all that, Arsteel is able to drop Orin, and we pull out our secret weapon. That's right, it's time to use the odd device. Now, Orin is actionable close to the escape point. Wisp and Francisca will shove him over an extra 3 squares. And Arsteel will pick off the enemy in the way, to let him escape to complete Plucker Endgame in one turn. And that will be the turncount scroll. Well, that's not quite right, is it? We'll go back to Plucker 3 and actually pull the eyeball out this time. This is basically just a cutscene. And we go back to our Ellery at last. This is Ellery's interlude before she goes into her endgames. We can see a certain familiar face there. We can go talk to Helicent and re-recruit her for 6,000 gold this time. If Ellery ignores Betrayer, he lives up to his name and we're forced into the Betrayer endgame, where a number of our units are killed off. The actual Betrayer endgame is a very trivial map though. We need to kill 2 bosses who start in an enclosed chamber, but we can just warp in Gecko to handle both of them. We don't use the odd device in this ending, but I don't know of any earlier place where it could save a turn. We stacked all of our stat boosts onto Gecko. Rosetta has Miracle, so we need to crit her on the first hit to actually one-round her. That will be the Betrayer endgame in one turn. Cue the turn count scroll.